the station covering all of the DMV. DC News Now continues.
Now we're waking up to what looks like now a winter wonderland, as we did see several inches of snowfall through the overnight hours, and we're still dealing with some of that snow and a little bit of that wintry mix for parts of the area right now. So as we zoom in and pause the radar to show you, could be seeing a little bit of that wintry mix and some snow as well for the DC Metro, as well as up and down the I-95 corridor. So again, we could be dealing with some slick conditions, especially when we factor in a little bit of that freezing drizzle too. That's even across southernmost parts of Maryland as well. Back over towards Fairfax County, likely breaking on to a little bit more of the snow showers too. Back over towards Reston, likely adding a little bit more to how much snow we've seen over the last 24 hours, even over towards Centerville and Manassas too, on the cusp of some of that snow. Visibility reduced down about 2 miles in Manassas, 5 in DC, 4 right now in Hagerstown, down about 5 in Leesburg with the latest update. We do have some winter storm warnings still in effect until 10 a.m. this morning. That does include DC, as well as off towards the north towards Frederick, and even back over towards Luray and parts of the Blue Ridge there. Elsewhere in the purple, that is the winter weather advisory. That also is until 10 a.m. So no matter where you are in the DMV and across our area, you are either under that winter weather advisory or that winter storm warning. And we did see several inches of snowfall through the overnight into this morning. Looks like Arcola, Virginia is the jackpot area with at least 6 inches. Montgomery Village close, but still looks like it will be in second place, considering at least 5 inches of snow fell there in parts of Montgomery County. About 5 inches for Chantilly, Bloomfield 4.3, and some other snowfall totals to talk about. Greenhaven and Anne Arundel County close to 5 inches there. Herndon 4.6, about 4.5 for Ashburn. Gaithersburg just shy of 4 inches of snowfall fell there. Temperatures right now mid upper 20s to right about 30 degrees. Lower 20s to the north, upper 20s to near 30 farther south. Timing out the rest of your day with Futurecast, showing us that we still will be tracking some of the snow showers lingering before those eventually slide their way off towards our north and east. Could be seeing some showers clipping southern Maryland by about midday today. That's what this one particular model keeps showing out, so I do want to point that out at least. But the rest of the area should be drying things out. I think this model is a little bit more optimistic on the gradual clearing of the skies. I think the clouds will stick around for much of the day today, but temperatures, we'll likely see those right around the lower 30s for highs, but later on this evening they quickly drop. Seeing those temperatures falling back in the upper teens to low 20s later on this evening. And not only that, those winds will pick up, making it feel much colder. So some of those forecasted wind chills, sub-zero as we look ahead towards tomorrow morning for parts of the area. I'm thinking this one is also a bit too aggressive on the wind chills for DC. I think we will likely be into the single digits waking up tomorrow morning. But farther out towards the north and west, back over towards the mountains region, that's where we could see those wind chills at least 10, even close to 15 degrees below zero for those wind chills. What it will feel like out there. So wind chill advisories have been issued ahead of the dangerously cold wind chills. Back over towards Garrett County, that's from 7 p.m. this evening until 1 p.m. tomorrow afternoon. Then right along the Blue Ridge there in Virginia, some of those higher elevations, we could see those wind chills falling below zero, and that is until at least 7 a.m. tomorrow morning, and that goes into effect 7 p.m. this evening. Highs today, those will be into those low 30s, but likely feel like we're into the 20s when you factor in some of those wind gusts that could top out right around 30 degrees, or I should say 30 miles per hour later on today. So again, that will make it feel colder. Here's a view of the rest of that 7-day outlook. We're looking at those temperatures moderating back upper 30s Thursday, mid 30s Friday with some scattered snow showers again, and much colder out there Saturday. Highs just shy of 30. Lex is back. No check of those roadways. What are you tracking right now?
Well, I've got a few